Now a swing and a fly ball. Stanton sprinting after it, but this will land foul shy of the wall. Cozart sets. Here's the 1-1. And he'll look at a fastball here that's close, but it's 2-1 now. To 2-2 now.
Boy, when he's got that thing going good, it just takes a nosedive right at the end.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Got him. Now a chance here in Atlanta to take a look at the Braves starting lineup. Steve, how do they go about ending this losing streak they're in the midst of?
Down by 3 after the top of the first, you're already in a big hole. So almost every guy in your lineup becomes a leadoff hitter. Hit those guys on to start innings and see if you can get a rally going.
The 0-1 on its way. Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. On the ground up the middle. Played on the backhand. Throw gets him. 2 down. With a moment now, let's give you a look at the Miami D. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, Giancarlo Stanton, if you've ever had an opportunity to watch him take BP, go watch it because it is unreal. Defensively, you can watch that as well. He's got a very good arm, and he shows surprising athletic ability for a big man out there. We'll see what he does in this one.
Realmuto is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. So no. Adeiny Echeverria will stride in now. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips in yesterday's ball game.
Adeiny Echeverria.
Swing and a looper to left. Garcia coming on. He's not going to get to it, so the leadoff guy's aboard with a base hit. The pitcher, Jared Cozart, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here.
Textbook sack situation here, guys.
Runs up to bunt here, but he missed it for strike 1. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. A tag for 1, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out.
The batter, number 9.
D. Gordon steps in now.
D. Gordon.
Curveball just misses apparently. 1-0.
Pretty good speed here coming out of that left-handed batter's box, so it's no sure thing that a ground ball means a double play.
And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. Two and 1 after the foul ball there. The 2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2.
This is a guy that's got to understand his abilities here. He's got the speed to beat out any ground ball, but he's taking uppercut swings trying to go yard.
Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Out in front of that one. May have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. All even at 2-2. Here it is. He can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. Now that we have a chance, let's check out the top of the scorecard and see how the Braves align themselves defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric?
Well, guys, this is one of the better defenses in all of the league. Very few clubs commit fewer errors than this one. I expect them to be sound in this game.
Boy, the hits just keep on coming here. You see the highlighted column right there. That's 6 against him already, and we're just in the 2nd inning.
Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. And it's quickly 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Marlins strand a pair, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. A.J. Pierzynski will stride in now. Back in the lineup after being limited to pinch hit duties in yesterday's ball game. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Batting sixth,
Daniel Castro will stand in now. Still struggling to get anything going offensively.
Well, his batting average is ugly, and his last 10 games have been ugly. Just 2 hits in his last 10.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Here it comes, 0-2. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. And he got him. Ruiz will stand in, and he was among the many who failed to record a base hit in the loss yesterday. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Oh, and that's a good fastball right there. He might have been thinking about protecting against that sinker.
And that's a called strike at the letters, though that looked high from here. It's 0-2 now. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
batting eighth,
Chase Darno set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away. Swing and a liner, but foul. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Breaking ball snaps in there for a called strike 2.
So tough to hang in there on that pitch, but you got to do it.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1 left for Atlanta. They trail it here 3-0. Justin Bohr is into the box as we are all set to begin the 3rd.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
He pulls this one into right. This is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
And that's one of those plays where you might need to reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning ends. This is a fastball, and it is hammered. I mean smoked. But he ends up with nothing, and his average is going to go down.
Here's Ichiro now. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. And Ichiro can't make contact as he falls behind 0-2 now.
Wow, no chance of getting on top of that fastball. I mean, that's helmet level right there.
Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
It's just so hard to lay off that slow changeup. He just did break that swing off in time.
Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. Pierzynski corrals it, and he makes the throw to first. Ichiro is retired, 2 down now. Derek Dietrich walks into the box, reached base with a double his first time up.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Breaking ball that's cut on and missed for the first strike. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. And this one's tapped fouled at home plate. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Left side. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Miami down in order. They lead it 3-0. Aaron Blair digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Catcher, Aaron Blair.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Lined into left center. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon.
The batter.
Number 18 will be the batter. 0 for 1 here in the early going. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. The 0-1 delivery. In there, and he's in control 0-2 now. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Well, he's had a lot of guys swinging at pitches out of the strike zone early on, so it's a great idea to go ahead and bounce one there on 0-2.
And pretty fortunate here as they do wind up getting the out at first, although the runner will advance to second.
Number 8, shortstop,
Jace Peterson is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Breaking ball for a strike, 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
This is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
1 out and a runner on second base. Boy, tough to lay off, but he's glad he did. It's 1-2 now.
And even on 1-2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking there. You've got to put this ball in play.
Hit in the air to right field. Stanton on the run. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and hit for third. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning.
Yeah, this ball's hit high enough that he can go back and tag at second base. So that's a good job of moving up the extra 90 feet now with 2 outs.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Adonis Garcia is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. Too high. 1-2.
All right, so he sort of wasted one up right there. Now I think we'll see a breaking ball down in the zone, trying to get him to swing and miss.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. A golden opportunity to get on the board. Here goes for naught. We've got more on this Sunday night after this. JT Realmuto is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
JT Realmuto.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Garcia giving chase, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Shortstop,
Adeiny Echeverria will dig in. He singled his first time around. First pitch on its way. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Waiting on it is Francoeur, and he takes it for out number 2.
Up next for the Marlins.
Jared Kozart steps in for his second at-bat. A fielder's choice his first time around.
Wow, just not going his way right now. Slumping pretty hard. He just needs some solid contact to get that confidence going again.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And this winds up inside for a ball, 2-0 now.
Well, you know, sometimes it's that natural tendency to let up just a little bit when you're facing the opposing pitcher. You know he's not going to do much damage. But you got to get refocused here because you do not want to go 3-0 to him.
Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Under it is the center fielder. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. But leading off the inning, Jeff Francoeur, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Yelich is there to make the catch, and the home half of the fourth starts with a 1-pitch out. A.J. Pierzynski is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip.
And everyone knows he's slumping right now, so we'll see if that got him going.
A big roundhouse curveball in there for strike one.
You know, I can't help but notice how much he's getting ahead of the hitters right now. I'm told he's throwing around 80% first pitch strikes. That's way above average.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. And he struck him out.
Sometimes this is all you have to do. Throw a ton of strikes and keep the ball in the yard. It's worked for him so far.
Cozart has his sign. First pitch on its way. Daniel Castro will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Hit the other way out toward right field. And Stanton will put this one away, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Braves. They trail in this one 3-0. D. Gordon will step in now to lead off the inning as his guys look to maybe break the rut they've been stuck in.
Yeah, and after that first inning, it's been all zeros since. And once he kind of got settled into that groove, he's been a difficult nut to crack.
And so now the Braves will get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Ripped on the ground to first. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
The left fielder, number 21.
Christian Yelich digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike one.
That got in his kitchen big time right there.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
Good changeup in the dirt. Strike 3. And he makes the throw to first. Yelich is retired. 2 down now.
Right fielder.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And set to stand in the ultra-dangerous Giancarlo Stanton. Into the windup and the pitch. This is line to left into a slide, and he makes a great catch to retire the side. A fine sliding catch here will take us to break. Back to Turner Field following this. Ruiz comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game, so just chip away, chip away.
And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game because right now they just seem out of it.
Cozart's ready. Here it is on a ball and 2 strikes. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard. Chase Darno in now. He went down looking at his first trip to the plate.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. And another foul ball. And here's a ball hit in the air. Realmuto is under it. And that's the first out of the inning.
Boy, that's just another off-balance swing right there. Not only are these guys light on hits, they're not even making solid contact right now.
Trying to move the runner into scoring position here, but this is a foul ball. The 0-1 pitch. And they'll try and play for 1 here as he gets this one down. Echeverria for 1. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw. Number 18 will take his 3rd shot at it now. He's 0 for 2 thus far here tonight. Grounded up the first baseline. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Chopped foul over towards the dugout. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
Here we go on an 0-2 count. All you have to do is start that thing right down the middle of the plate and then just let it work its way in. Hopefully get a swing through or maybe even a shattered bat.
Lined into left field, a base hit. Jace Peterson digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th. And that's high for a ball, 1-0. 2 down, runners at first and second. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. A little bouncer. Foul ball, strike 2. Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to 3rd, and no swing. It's ball 2. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Still 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. And oh, look out. Up and in and nearly took his head off.
He did not like that one bit. Now, it's one thing to work in with the hard stuff, but don't do it around the dome.
Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Not quick enough that time, and he's lucky to get another chance. Count remains full. Line to the right side. And that will fall in front of Stanton. It's a base hit. Oh, and look at the throw from Stanton. He is out at the plate. 2 left for Atlanta. Still down 3-0. Justin Bour will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. First pitch coming, here it is. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. The windup and the 0-1. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
And after a hot start, the bats have pretty much gone missing here in the middle innings. He sort of reinvented himself out there and has really turned things around.
Here comes the first pitch. Couldn't quite hold back that time as the changeup fooled him for strike 1. sent on the ground out to second. And the 6th inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away.
Now batting, third baseman.
Derek Dietrich steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike 1. Not able to hold on there as he swings through a pitch in the dirt, and it doesn't look good for him now. Down 0-2.
He's playing right into that big swing from a pitch before. Just throw something slow here, and you'll probably have him 3 feet out in front.
3 runs, 6 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Yeah, you could tell right there. 0-2, he's just thinking about protecting the plate. And he nearly chased a bad one there, but he caught himself at the last possible instant.
And the throw to first will indeed get him. Leading off the inning, Adonis Garcia, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. This one skied out toward right. On the move is Stanton. He's got it 1 away.
And all through this winning streak of theirs, we've seen some great starting pitching. And this has been another very good performance. Good enough to most likely keep that winning streak going.
Marlins have some action in the bullpen now as a right-hander.
Son of a bitch.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Back into the stretch for him again as we take a look at his line so far. It's almost like he's kept that shutout going with smoke and mirrors because he's definitely given up his share of base runners. They just haven't amounted to anything so far.
A.J. Pierzynski comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. The 0-2 delivery. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ballgame.
And into his 6th inning of work now. Let's take a look at the breakdown for him so far.
Daniel Castro will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out 0 for 2 thus far. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Lifted in the air out to right. Will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Braves strand 1. They trail it. Jim Johnson is on the pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7. JT Realmuto will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far. This is skied into short left center. Number 18 is there to put this one away, and it takes just 1 pitch to record the first out of the 7th. Adeiny Echeverria will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far.
And you know, I think he's had a good approach in each of his first 2 at-bats. He seems to be seeing the ball well and putting some decent swings on it.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Not the greatest at-bat thus far as he misses that pitch in the dirt and falls behind 0-2 now.
One thing you've got to be aware of as a hitter is he's going to give you a bit of a variety up there. He's got 5 pitches, and he's going to use all of them.
This one's hit deep out to left center field. Garcia ranging back, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Now batting,
Jared Kozart stands in as the batter now, and with the runner already in scoring position and 1 away, he likely won't be bunting here.
Now, there's not too much reason to give up an out just to move him over to third. No outs would be a whole different story, obviously.
Got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
Yeah, it's so hard to stay back against a guy like this. Unless you guess right, that thing's just so slow that it's almost impossible to keep from getting out on your front foot.
D. Gordon gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. 2 out here and a runner at second. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Yeah, he's got an open base here. Looks like he's going to use it.
Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. Hitter's count now. Here's the 2-1. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Smoke toward the hole. Castro scoops it up. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Ruiz will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time, and then a base hit last time around.
Baseman, number 26.
In need of a quick inning here, but he starts this one with a ball. It's 1-0. Grounded to short. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
First baseman, number
Chase
3.
Darno will stand in. He struck out and popped out in 2 trips.
Well, not a great start at the plate. We'll see if he can get something to drive right here.
Cozart into the windup. Here's the first pitch. And he lays off there, 1-0. Not the first time he's felt the squeeze tonight.
Yeah, he's looking and saying, what do I got to do to get a strike?
This one's a strike. It's 1-1.
Yeah, he's definitely still bringing it. It's the 7th inning, and we're still hearing the catcher's mitt snapping all the way up here.
Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. At the knees for a called strike, and it's back to even at 2-2. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
Boy, his guys got him the lead back in the very first inning, and he hasn't looked back since. He's had everything go his way so far, and this inning's turning out to be no exception.
In there, no balls and a strike.
He's now thrown a first pitch strike to about 80% of the batters he's faced, and that is just pounding the strike.
Oh, hang on now. This ball is smoked to right, and I don't think this one's coming back. No chance. It's gone. A solo home run off the bat of Freddie Freeman. 19th home run for him on the season, and the Bravos are on the board. It's now a 3-1 ball game. Now the Marlins skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound, and he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. Brian Morris will get the ball, looking to get the final out now here in this 7th inning. Hit hard back up the middle, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Jace Peterson will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the first delivery to him on the way. Check to swing there and pops this one up. Gordon on the move, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Braves get a run on the Freeman home run. 7 complete here tonight. It's the Marlins 3 and the Braves 1. Paco Rodriguez will be summoned from the bullpen now, as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Paco Rodriguez.
leading off the inning, Christian Yelich, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
Yelich.
Out in front of it, strike one. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes, he did. It's ruled a strike. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2. Oh, and they pulled the string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the second time tonight. Giancarlo Stanton digs in now after lining out in his last try.
Yeah, he put a good swing on it last time, so we'll see if he can make one fall here.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Couldn't hold up on the curveball there as he went around for strike one. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. Eighth inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, and on 2-1 right now, you gotta figure this guy's wound up for the fastball here. Maybe you come with the breaking ball here out of the zone and hope he goes after it.
Now a curveball here, nowhere close. That's in the dirt. It's 3-1. And the pitch. Oh, and he leaves the fastball up there. Mistake in location. He is going to pay for it dearly as that ball is sent over the wall. A home run. A solo home run here off the bat of Giancarlo Stanton, number 28 on the season, as the Marlins have opened up a 4-1 lead.
Well, that could turn out to be a real big at-bat here in the top of the 8th. A solo shot pushes this lead out to 3 now, which certainly isn't going to guarantee anything, but definitely a nice cushion to have when you're only needing 6 outs.
Up next for the Marlins, first baseman, Justin Bour.
Stepping in now, Justin Bour, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one.
What up, Matt? What's going on, player?
0-1. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball.
Yeah, nice
strike.
big shout out,
Both
player.
teams
What's going
with
on?
big hits in this one. Swing and a line drive, but a foul ball. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. And a swing and misses. They got him with the slider there, 2 away. So 2 gone now in the Miami 8th, and in steps the dangerous Ichiro.
Thanks, player. I try. It's a tough franchise. Trying to make the playoff.
Hit hard to the right. Foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
Where you from, player?
Down the first baseline. To his left, Darno. And he will make it
Hey,
to
Matt,
the
where you
bag,
from?
a step ahead of the runner, and that ends the inning. But the Marlins tack on one more courtesy of the solo home run. On now to the bottom of inning number 8. It's now 4-1 Miami.
Illinois.
3-hole.
Chicago.
3 at-bats so far.
Oh, Illinois.
Definitely one of the better hitters in this lineup, and that's why he's in the middle of the order.
That's what's up.
He just hasn't been able to get it going today. It happens.
Hit out towards second. Scooped up on the backhand. And he's retired, 1 away.
Now batting right fielder, Jeff.
1 away for the Braves here in inning number 8. And making his way in is the right fielder, Jeff Francoeur. The cutter runs outside, ball 1.
And time's getting short here. You don't want to have to face that closer in the 9th inning needing 3 runs. They need to cut that gap down somehow.
Right there at the belt, 1-2 now.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
Chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2.
I'm a Marlins fan, baby. That's why I'm playing with them. Big Marlins fan.
Hit to short. Echeverria is there. Throw to first, and Francoeur is retired for the second out. A.J. Krzyzewski will stand in now with 2 away, needing
Matter of
to
fact,
really
you
get
just
something
reminded me.
started.
I think the game's on. Let me put the damn game on back here. Turn this piece of crap Xbox on. Oh, no. I don't want that. Oh, come on. Don't do that to me. Hold up.
Kind of dip that shoulder and arm at the last minute thinking he might be able to get a piece of that.
Hey, that's an RBI right there if you get hit right there. Look at him. He's like, oh, yo.
1-2. And 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Marlins winning in real life.
This will be pitch number 31. This inning.
Yeah, the Cubs is good this year. Lester wasn't good yesterday, though, man. Lester got lit up yesterday.
A little roller toward the hole. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Braves are set down 1-2-3. Back here in the ATL with baseball on the show. Set to go in the 9th from Turner Field. Rob Wooten come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. Striding in to start the 9th.
Oh, that's a big pitch right here.
They'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
Wilmer Flores, who was the hero yesterday with 6 hits and 2 homers, is on deck. In the air, behind first, Johnson and Dietrich. Dietrich calls, and Dietrich has it. And Kohler escapes.
Yes.
Chop foul at the plate, strike 1.
Make the play. RBI Baseball 16. Get into the action.
Here's the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Now for consoles, PC, Mac, and mobile devices. Get your copy of RBI 16 today.
0-2, here it comes. And, oh, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Up next for the Marlins,
JT Realmuto stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Starts him out with a cutter, and he gets him to swing through it. 1 strike. Nobody out, runner on first. And he lays off for ball 1. The set and the 1-1 pitch. 1-2 as he chases the slider.
Fall for that same bullshit ass
Didn't
pitch.
make contact on that one.
Excuse my language.
This one's blooped out toward right center field. Francoeur is calling for it. 1 down.
You need to be with your family and celebrate it.
the batter.
Adeiny Echeverria ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that 3rd hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Runner at first here, 1 man out.
Coming to the plate.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2.
Miami on top. Adeiny Echeverria and Tom Kohler against Matt Harvey in the 4th.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Step on the bag for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So nothing happening this time around. Daniel Castro will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Means he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence. But he's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot inning.
A.J. Ramos is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
Leading off
Into the seats, 0-1.
second baseman, Daniel Castro.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second. Gordon is up with it. Throw, got him, and that's a gorgeous play.
The batter,
Ruiz will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it 1 pitch at a time, 1 runner at a time.
This one's down to 3rd. Dietrich gloves it on to 1st, and that means the Braves are now down to their final out.
now batting,
Chase Garneau makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning. And that's in there for strike 1.
These guys would like to at least get someone on base here in this bottom of the 9th. Got to make them sweat a little.
And there's a swing and a miss for strike 2. And the Braves now are down to their final strike. Boy, no miss. Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
I'll be right back, homie. I got to run out to my car.
Well, here we go. Tack another one onto that winning streak. They've now got it up to 6 in a row. And it's not looking like this hot spell's going to...
Then we're going to play New York. You going to watch that game? We're going to play the game the Marlins is actually playing right now.
That's a great problem to have, isn't it? Absolutely. It's a great discussion to have if you're a Mets fan.
I mean, Matt's when he was on his roll, they were saying maybe it was Matt's at the time. I mean, you never know. They got so many good young arms. They should be embarrassed.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory.
And they've allowed the fewest homers and the fewest walks. Echeverria's second hit, he punches that into right field. And that sets up beautifully for Kohler.
Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he really pitched well. He ran into a few problems here and there along the way, but aside from that, he was definitely a difference maker out there.
On a historic run. He has converted his last 44 save opportunities. That's a franchise record. And it's the 6th longest streak in Major League history. And now, Kohler with an opportunity. He can set down a bunt to push runners into scoring position. Johnson and Echeverria.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Marlins win it 4-1. Good night from Atlanta.
I mean, I can't believe they're butting him right here. This is earlier in the game. Look at it. Just shoots it the other way. Gives himself an
Here now is our
RBI.
final line score tonight. First for the victorious Miami Marlins, 4 runs on 8 hits. No errors. They left 5 men on base.
He was hit with a glove on the mound. I mean,
For Atlanta, 1 run,
we
8
need one with
hits.
a bat in his hands.
No errors. They left 7 men on base.
Pulls it back, pops it up, and that should be
Time of the ball game, 2
Lonnie
hours
makes the
and
catch,
47 minutes.
and his throw to third keeps Johnson at second.
A reminder that extra post-game MARTA trains are available at the Georgia State Station following Capitol Avenue to the north. Shuttle service to the 5 Points MARTA station continues for 1 hour after the conclusion of the ball game.
Not just that he's swinging the bat well, but watch his communication between Garneau and Loney. That's great. Garneau does a good job of calling it out. Loney secures the ball.
Real Muto, who has been blistering hot, 2 for 2 in this one, climbs in. On Marlins Live today, we talked about the Marlins from that leadoff spot in their lineup, the number 1 spot in the lineup. Not guys leading off innings, but that number 1 spot that D. Gordon had last year as a batting champ. And since D. Gordon has gone down, the leadoff hitters, whether it's Real Muto, Dietrich, Ichiro, you add all of their numbers up, and the Marlins are one of the best.
All right. Back.
It's one of them. This was coming into today, and it's gone up because Muto was 2 for 2. But look at this in the National League. Second in batting average, second on base. OPS is third. And that's since D. Gordon was suspended. Harvey gets a strike. It's 1-2 to JT. Listening to Dan Shulman, Aaron Boone, and Jessica Mendoza called the game last night. I forget which one of them said it, but they said Real Muto is one of the best kept secrets behind the plate in Major League Baseball. Real Muto, that's in the left field to hit it. Flores seemed to have a play on it, lunge, and the next thing you knew, it was by him.
That ball was smoked. Not a whole lot of reaction time right here. You can't be mad at Flores for not catching it. JT really barrels this one up. It looks like they have a little top spin on it, and Flores is going to be up. Ooh.
missed it.
Well, maybe you can blame Wilma for us a little bit.
All right, let's get this next game set up.
Here's Prado now. Now Prado has seen 3 pitches. He bounced into a double play, and he bounced into a fielder's choice. That's certainly what Artie's got in mind. 1 out, and the bank's low. That one really ran on Darno. The count's 1-0. It's counted 73. It's a 4-0 Miami lead.
I think everybody in the ballpark was pretty much thinking this thing was over. Even Prado, because he did not hit that ball well. That's about as tailor-made of a 1, 2, 3 double play as you can throw as a pitcher. And he just absolutely just lawn darts it over to the side of the catcher. Nothing happened right there. I don't know if it was a bad grip or a bad thought process, but he did do the little step and throw that they always tell pitchers to do.
There's Yelich. Yelich up the middle, center field, that's a base.
And a happy 4th of July to all of you out there today. Here's what took place around the majors yesterday. Looking first at the NL East, the Marlins finished off the 4-game sweep as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 4-1. They now have 6 straight victories. Right now, the Braves sit in the last place in the National League East, 14.5 out of first. The Marlins are atop the division. They have a small half-game advantage. Michael Taylor added 3 RBIs to his total, leading the Nats past.
I'm in first place now.
Heading into today, the Nationals are in 3rd place in the NFC.
I gotta beat these motherfuckers. I'm in first place.
Kendall Toyota call to the bullpen. 6-0 Miami, and it's still the 4th in New York.
Woo! I'm gonna have to play with a limited squad here. I ain't really got nobody. Everybody tired, man. First fucking place, finally! I was like 7 games out. The 7 games under 500.
Welcome to beautiful Citi Field.
Shit was killing me.
On the 4th of July between the Miami Marlins and the New York Mets. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Jacob deGrom gets the ball for the Mets in this one. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, if we take a look here, left-handed hitters are hitting less than 250 against him. He's really been able to dominate.
Derek Dietrich makes his way to the plate, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
For Miami, second baseman, Derek Dietrich.
Pulled toward right center field. Cespedes is there. He's got it 1 away. And here's how the visiting Miami Marlins will line up in this one. Steve, what's the key for them to continue this winning streak?
Well, these guys go up there hacking, man. They are dead last in walks. So
I get that average up.
A little less aggressive at the plate to sustain.
Yeah, I traded for Dominic Brown. I love Dominic Brown.
Striding into the box, Dominic Brown. He'll get to take his first cuts here. fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. These Mets, EK, as they take the field here today. It was another loss last time out, and this portion of the schedule has not done them any favors as they've dropped 5 of their last 7.
And it's been a little bit of a rocky start to the homestand. Just one win to show for their first 4 games. I think it starts with the pitching. They've got to get a good performance out of this starter if they want to turn around their fortunes.
Ground ball right side.
Ah! No!
Overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head.
Well, this is just something you hate to see early in the ball game. Just a second batter of the game, and already these guys are throwing the ball away. Hope that's not a sign of things to come.
Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. And on cue,
come on, baby, throw me something I can hit.
Leaders I referred to a moment ago. Oh, pretty healthy hack that time. It's 1-1.
And this is a guy who will not get cheated up there, and he almost came out of his shoes on that one.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on a pitch outside. 1-2 now. Very difficult to get on top of the pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
Waiting on it is Granderson as he takes it for the second out.
And Ozuna goes down. Marlins are done, but they put 3 more on the board, and Tom Kohler now scoring a 6-0.
And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the defense for the New York Mets. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, the center fielder in this one, as good as anybody out there. Has a lot of speed, can cover a lot of ground, and most importantly, he's very reliable.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Yeah, that's in a great spot, too. Just hard, late movement working down and in.
In the dirt here, but fortunately here, no advance. The 1-2 pitch. Caught off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. That's a high pop-up. Drifting into foul territory on the right side. And here's Buda to make the catch, and that's out number 3. Marlins leave 1. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. Tom Kohler, a right-hander from the Empire State, gets the starting assignment here. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, he's having a real consistent year. He's got an ERA under 3. Anytime you're doing something like that, you're doing just fine. So far, so good. They get a scoreless top of the first, and now a leadoff single to start things in their half.
David Wright is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. These Marlins, EK, as they take the field here this afternoon, they've run their win streak up to 6 in a row now, and they're really playing some inspired baseball.
And as usual, it all starts with the pitching. I mean, don't get me wrong, the offense, it's done its part too, but you don't run into a lot of 6-game win streaks where you're just outscoring teams. They've gotten some real quality starts over this stretch.
Yoenis Cespedes will stand in, and as you can see, he's had troubles here in his own ballpark. He's much better away from home. Curveball just misses, apparently. 1-0.
And you know, all you have to do is point back to yesterday's ball game. This was part of their downfall, hitting with runners in scoring position. They just couldn't sustain any kind of offense. So this would be a big boost if he could turn the tide a little bit here and come through big.
That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Ozuna on the run, but he won't get there. It falls in. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score. Lucas Duda will stand in now. He homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon.
Well, guys, one good game does not a season make. He's been hitting under 250 over his last 10 games, so hopefully he's figured something out.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. A little behind on that swing, and now they'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. Chop foul over towards the dugout. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out. Time now to take a look at Terry Collins' Mets starting lineup in this one. Eric Karros, who you focused on?
Well, Michael Conforto has been a big piece for us. He's hit 6 home runs in the last 10 games. The baseball must look like a bowling ball with the way he's been crushing.
Bohr has to shade his eyes from the sun, but he stays with it for out number 2. Travis d'Arnaud will stand in, and as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against the southpaws than he does against right-handers. Stanton is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Mets forced to settle for 1 here in the inning. Marcell Ozuna will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday. That's yanked into the stand, strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
To warrant some of the numbers they put up in high school and league ball, so they tend to not go into smaller areas.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he reaches
I'm chasing that
and misses rather badly for the first out. Martin Prado will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call him that 2-seamer running in.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
Tomas Telis into the box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. Into the seats, 0-1. We're in the second, 1-0 Mets early on. Grounded back up the middle. Walker's got it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half. On now to the bottom of the second. Mets out in front, 1-0. Curtis Granderson strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning. A cold strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1.
And you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
That's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone.
Shit!
All that can do is tie you up.
Back goes Stanton, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. So the double puts him right into scoring position here to kick off the home second. And as we bring up our team leaderboard, you can see there he currently ranks 4th on the Mets in that department.
Yeah, he's definitely one of their guys offensively. Does a nice job of finding gaps and getting into scoring position.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Well, when it's warm like this, you really have to keep the ball down. Try to keep guys from hitting it in the air because it will absolutely carry. That's 2 pitches in a row that were elevated.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. Hit hard back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Here comes Granderson around third. But this is well up the line, and he's safe at home plate. The pitcher, Jacob deGrom, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation. So let's see if that is indeed on right here. Tries to get the bunt down here, but this is foul, and we'll see if he tries it again. And they indeed have the pitcher bunting here as he gets this one down. Echeverria for one. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw. Michael Conforto steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Runners on first with 1 down. This is pulled into right, and that will fall in front of Stanton. It's a base hit, and that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Into the box now, David Wright. He drew a walk his first time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. First pitch fastball in on the fists for ball 1. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time. A lot of pitches up in the zone here early on.
And that's not the worst thing in the world at this place, but you've got to pick your spots.
On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Mets forced to settle for 1. Some fans still trickling into the ballpark as we get you set for the top of inning number 3. Adeiny Echeverria will get his first shot here. A couple of hits and 4 trips last night.
Out in front of a breaking ball. Stanton singled in the second off of Harvey, and then Harvey struck him out in the third.
Come on, Stanton.
They'll tap her to third. Flores approaches. Just gets him. There's 1 out. We check in with Jessica Blaylock. Yes?
Hey, Rich, just a reminder, the selections for the 2016 All-Star Game will be announced tomorrow, and that got us thinking about the Marlins and their history with the Midsummer Classic. They have had a total of 26 All-Star selections, that is, throughout the history of the franchise. Brian Harvey and Gary Sheffield were the first ever All-Stars for the Marlins. They have had 10 players that have been selected multiple times. 5 players have been selected 3 times apiece. That list includes guys like Giancarlo Stanton and Miguel Cabrera. And guys, when you think about selections for this year, Marcell Ozuna and Jose Fernandez have to be at the top of the list.
One would think, here's Dietrich, but of course for the Marlins, nobody's really in the running for getting voted in from the fans, but you can get voted in by the players. The players vote, and they'll elect pitchers and position players. If a position player is first on both the players and the fans' ballot, then the player who is second at that position on the players' ballot is an automatic entry, and the league and the manager will fill in the rest of the ballot. So you would think Jose is going to get voted in? I don't think that's that far out of the question. Right. And if you look at who's had a great year and should be considered. Ozuna front and center, but Yelich, Real Muto, Prado all have numbers that are worthy.
Ichiro? I'm sorry, I just want to throw that in there. Just with the fact of how his batting average is and what he's doing this year. Baseball's crazy enough to do. Rich is an idea just so easy.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Well, it would be number 11.
Just gets a piece of it, strike one. 0-1 pitch on its way.
Here's Johnson now.
Lonnie takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike two.
Oh, just a little over Hanks right there. I guess he figured he had a pretty good gauge on that fastball.
I'm chasing.
He got the curveball instead.
And they take him out of the zone here, and he obliges. Not the greatest of swings there for the first out. Settling in now, Tom Kohler, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. You like what you've seen from this guy so far?
I do. I like where he's putting the fastball, and I like the movement he's been getting on both his curveball and changeup. I think he'll do well.
And a minimum effort at bat that time as the pitch is taken for a strike three.
Wasn't even in the fucking zone.
On pitching instead. 2 away now. Derek Dietrich to stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1, 2, 3 inning.
Yeah, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2.
And there's number 8. 1 away.
Rips this one to first. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. Dominic Brown, the hitter now. 0 for 1 on the day after reaching on an error.
The bottom of the order has been really, really good for Miami in this one. If you go,
oh, that's what's up. You subscribe? Thanks, man. Yeah, I play every day.
First pitch to him. Lays off 1-0.
Come on. Pitch me something good. Ah! Why I swing there?
Inside and low, 2-1.
How about that? Oh, how about that? On the 4th of July. Get there.
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Set to deal on 2-2. And a swing there as they tie him up inside for the 16. Yoenis Cespedes takes into the box.
And more. Available now for console, PC, Mac, and mobile devices. Get your copy of RBI 16 today.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
Squared that one up just a little late. The 0-1 delivery. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2.
Well, that's a pretty good spot to try and lock him up inside, but you know he can turn on that location if that's out over the plate.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Swung on and hit in the air down the left field line. Brown moves over. 1 away. Into the box. Lucas Duda. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
In time to first, and there are 2 away. Neil Walker in now. Popped out in his first trip. Into the windup and the pitch.
Yeah, there you go.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out.
his mom. He's got the towel going.
And he falls behind 0-2.
Yeah, he's not done yet. Not done yet. How awesome is that? That's what those net towels are good for.
Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Mets go down 1-2-3, but they're on top 2-0.
Top order now with a 6-1 lead, and he gets the top of the order. Third time through for the Mets.
Leading off the inning, Giancarlo Stanton, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. First pitch on its way. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1.
The Marlins have a 6-1 lead and 12 hits. It's 4th of July. We have yet to hear Tom Howdy.
And not the greatest approach there as he offers it a pitch in the dirt, and it's even at 1-1.
Boy, what a great pitch right there. Against a power hitter, looking to pull the ball. He had no legs behind him on that swing whatsoever.
All of Matt Harvey's 5 strikeouts. We have a swinging variety. But Howdy has the best strike 3 call.
And that misses 2-2.
And at least he's taken a few pitches here. That's more than the rest of these guys can say.
That's crucial for Tom Kohler. You see this.
Skied into straightaway right. Granderson is under
Granderson to right.
it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting, the first baseman, Justin Bour.
Digging in, Justin Bour. His last at-bat didn't go.
The Mets had 2 runs, both on solo.
All right, homie.
Yeah, his swing definitely broke down a
See you
little
later.
last time. He got way underneath the ball. It'll be interesting to see if he can make that adjustment and stay on top of the ball here.
High in the air out to center field. Cespedes is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Center fielder number 13.
Marcell Ozuna is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometime.
First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strike. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Grounded down the third baseline. A dive, but it's off his glove. And he won't risk the long throw across. He'll hang on to it. It's an infield single. Digging in now, Martin Prado. He got called.
He had the bags loaded.
And he was absolutely frozen with a good fastball. So let's see if he's a little more aggressive on that pitch this time.
That's a
It
gap.
goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end. Travis d'Arnaud is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. The 0-1 on its way. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1.
So the Nationals have lost that late morning start in D.C. Cespedes in the right. A 1-out single. And here comes Loney.
Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2.
Lined out and single. Marlins knocking Matt Harvey out.
And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd with a strikeout, and there's 1 away. And these 2 teams right back at it tomorrow night. We'll have coverage of Game 2 of the series in high definition on the show.
Cespedes. Just like that, Kohler is out of the inning. Curtis Granderson homer makes it 6-2 Miami.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Curtis Granderson is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Here comes the 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Too high. 1-2.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there, up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
Bases are empty, one man out. Ripped on the ground to first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are two away now.
The shortstop, number 13.
Now to the plate as Asdrubal Cabrera. He reached on a single in his first try. First delivery to him on the way. Belted high and deep into right center. Back goes Ozuna. Gone!
With the Golden Knights, Preston Wilson.
Solo shot to right center. Sixth home run on the season for him. And the Mets have taken a 3-0 lead.
Mike, where was this? It was off of Homestead Air Force Base down there in Miami. South Miami, I should say. And, man, it was such a fun ride. It was.
I've got to say, some days at this place, the ball just seems to jump a little better than others. We've seen quite a few balls hit hard already. This is the first one that leaves the yard, but I've got a sense it's not going to be the last.
You saw highlights from last night's game. The Marlins' involvement, the reaction of players in the clubhouse.
Standing in now, Jacob deGrom. Tap fouled at home plate.
Even today, as you see those highlights, I think it's important for guys.
Set to deliver the 0-1.
With their own eyes.
Fastball called for strike two.
Because it's one thing just to see it in small clips on television. But when you go
this is hit softly to third. And a leaping effort, but it's off his glove. Throw won't get him. Digging in, Michael Conforto. He singled his last time up. First offering on its way. Breaking ball for a strike, 0-1.
I love the pictures where they were both Marlins and
awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1.
You know, guys, these hitters have had a good look at that slider so far, and they've been told, let that thing go and wait for something better.
Ah, what am I doing?
Throw in time, and the side is retired. But the Mets are able to tack on one thanks to the solo homer. We played 4. It's 3-0 New York. Leading off the inning, Tomas Telis. And they'll need him to get something going here.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Granderson moving to his left, 1 out. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the 5th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA.
Chris Hatcher. Very nice.
Yeah, as soon as you asked me, I drew a blank. But it was a really good trip. You really got to go and see all the things that they do and how they build the bases. How it's like a city. They have fire departments. It's really unique.
How about JT Real Muto? Have a day. Have it 24 hours. After his big night last night on national television, he follows it up with a 4 for 4 days so far. And the Marlins, you have to give a lot of credit to the approach that these hitters are taking, Preston, because a lot of these hits by the right-handed bats are to right field.
Yeah, they're going with the pitch. These next pitchers are trying to stay away.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
What they give them, that's it.
Chopped weakly to the left. Right. Oh, my. Bare. He's out.
No way. That was awesome. You know, sometimes these guys make it look so easy, we forget how difficult it is to make a play like that. Not only did he barehand this ball, but he also made a sweet throw on the run over to first base. So often you'll see a guy airmail or short hop a throw like that because of the bad grip you have on the ball. But not in this case. That's a nice play.
Stepping in now, Tom Kohler, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
2 out, nobody on.
Just a few moments ago about who would get there and who is deserving. Jim is a longtime viewer, crack staff member. He threw out a question. What happens if they look at Fernando Rodney and his numbers? He has all-star numbers.
Yes, he does. He does. I mean, a guy who can trade it within the same league doesn't hurt.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Hit on the ground is short.
Yelich pulls one into right field. That's a hit.
Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. Fair to say, oh my goodness, these folks are not headed for a career on Broadway. The three of us are back with David Wright comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the fifth. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Sent on the ground out to second. Throw on to first in time.
25 years ago, everyone used to have a sports page. Now all you need is a phone or a tablet.
That's right.
Catch up on box scores, headlines from baseball, around sports. Ozuna, high pop. Flores and Cabrera are there, and it's Cabrera who makes the catch. And the Marlins are done. Fish, there he is again. Hold the shoot.
Yoenis Cespedes will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far.
And you know, I think he's had a good approach in each of his first 2 at-bats. He seems to be seeing the ball well, with some decent swings on it.
Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. And now a good slider that doesn't quite catch the zone. It's 2-1 now. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Prado in foul ground makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Yet not always an easy play heading toward the stands out there in left field. He's got a few different things to worry about over there, but he stays with it to make it look routine.
Here's Lucas Duda now, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Well, he's really starting to hit his stride here in this 5th inning.
Good break to that one, and he's in command, 0-2.
Gotta like the approach right here. He's basically saying, if you're gonna beat me, you're gonna have to.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Mets. But Derek Dietrich will stand in to start things off, as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just one hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined.
Come on.
Table setters have not been getting their chores done.
Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin.
Oh my God! What?
Phelps for the 7th, Rodney for the 8th, Ramos for the 9th. But of course, you never know what may transpire, what twists and turns this game may have. It's 6-2 Miami. Bearclaw gets his Rubel Cabrera.
Another guy retired there. You see his pitching line to this point. It's phenomenal. Just 2 hits, both of them are singles. He's hardly even been in trouble. Thorough domination so far.
Dominic Brown stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that starts to throw. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets fouled. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins.
The Sunday game was
Drill to the right side. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. Giancarlo Stanton will stand in again. He's blown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting the line drive.
No! A big uppercut there as he popped this straight up. And the catch out there made by Wright for out number 2.
Flores fouls it off.
Justin Bohr will dig in again. He popped up in his first plate appearance and flew out last time around.
Well, he's putting the ball in play, but clearly getting under it too much right now. It'd be nice for him to stay through one right here.
And that swung on and missed for strike 1. Now a throw over to first and a dive, but he's back.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
5 innings of Tom Kohler.
Drilled right back up the middle. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3. Marcell Ozuna will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Mets fans certainly had a great time with the Cubs in town. Mets swept them in 4. The Marlins, of course, beat the Cubs 3 of 4. And that's actually something the Marlins have done quite well, and that is games against the Central and the West.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Can't tie the game swinging at balls.
24 and 10 against the Central and the West combined.
Come on.
And he's in control, 0-2.
Strike away now from getting through 6 shutout innings here, and that's no small feat against this lineup.
Grounded to short. Backhanded. Throw on to first will be in time, and the Marlins can't catch. Neil Walker will dig in.
Swing that bullshit.
Flores to the left. Yelich. Ground second. On his way to third is Cabrera.
What up, Andrew? What's going on, player? Don't mind me. I'm losing right now. I'm a little pissed off.
And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2.
Because they're not to hold the runner, but when Pittsburgh Cabrera sees one swinging that ball and he's going towards center field, good heads up base ready by him to go and take third base.
Here it comes on 0-2. Oh, and he gets a
come on, he's done.
Hammers it out to deep.
Jesus.
And this baby is gone. A home run. So with that home run, he's
like this
shy of an even 100 for his career.
Well, 100 home runs is a nice round number, Matt, but not such a big number that he'll get too excited about it. I'm sure he'll get the ball, put her on his shelf, and move on.
That's love it. Just broke my phone.
Gotta slow it down right here. You gotta get him out. You gotta get a ball in the bottom of the strike zone. Try to get a ground ball.
Travis d'Arnaud will stand in now following the home run. And you wonder if that losing streak is about to go by the wayside.
Well, they're not home yet, but certainly this has been a much better performance than we've seen out of them for a while now. So all signs seem to be pointing to a potential victory.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Marlins have some action in the bullpen now as a right-hander is up and throwing. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. You'd have to think a walk here would hasten his exit from the ball game.
Yeah, I mean, you can't let that happen. In a close game like this, you gotta make him put it in play.
Hit to short. Fielded by Echeverria. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
And we'll check out the pitches by inning, and you can see he's up to even 80 pitches now, so I'd imagine they'll start keeping a little closer tabs on him out there.
Curtis Granderson is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
Off the plate and in. Hits a ball and a strike. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. 1 out, nobody on. And another foul ball. Drilled to first. Ward is up with it, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now. Now in the box, Asdrubal Cabrera, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
This is where he's so comfortable hitting righties so far this year really well, hitting over 300 on the year.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Ozuna giving chase, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And he is into second base with a double. His 3rd hit this afternoon. Jacob deGrom get a shot now in an RBI spot, so a chance here.
And he's got a hit in the game already, so he can handle the bat at least a little bit.
5 home runs and wiping out the Cubs 14-3.
Here comes the first pitch.
No place to put
Here's a fastball that he
Are you
shoots on
fucking
into
kidding
center,
me?
and that'll fall for a base hit. Cabrera rounds 3rd and heads for home. And the run is in to score from second. Now a 5-0 lead.
Now batting.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Now the Miami manager's up out of the dugout and on his way out to the mound. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. 5 2/3 innings of work on his final ledger as he was not particularly sharp from the get-go here. Colby Suggs will come in and pitch now. First pitch of the at-bat. Michael Conforto is at the plate as he watches ball 1. 1-0 count. Here it is. Smoke toward the hole. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there. David Wright steps into the box, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home in the inning so far. Throw on to second for the force.
The bags are still loaded. Miami's bullpen.
Martin Prado is set to get us started for the late innings of this one. And we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Hit hard to short. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Tomas Telis will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances.
New numbers with the bases loaded.
Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
And you would think that this heat would start affecting him sooner or later, but it hasn't so far.
If anything, he's getting stronger as the day goes on.
I'm tired.
Boy, they're really giving him fits inside.
It's my last
he
game.
can't get extended there, and it's
I can't fucking
0-2
hit
now.
shit right now.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Yeah, after that last swing, I would have thought they'd go right back in, but that's actually not a bad location because I doubt he was looking for something else.
And indeed, the throw will finish him off as they get the put out at first, and there are 2 away now. Adeiny Echeverria will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. Up the middle and off the pitcher's leg. No chance to make the play. Let's just hope he's okay on the mound. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue.
Let's see if he kept the foot on.
Lifted the other way out to left center. Cespedes has it in his tracks, and that retires the side. 1 left for Miami. Need to get it going soon. It's 5.
Well, the Mets will be taking first place back. God damn it.
Brian Ellington will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th. Yoenis Cespedes will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Brown on the move. And that's the first out of the inning.
Yeah, jumping on the first pitch of the inning there. Gave it a pretty good ride, but in the end, it winds up being a pretty routine first out.
Lucas Duda will stand in. One of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1.
15 home runs by Granderson.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. This is line to left. Brown is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. Neil Walker will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here, a solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. Barely able to make contact, down 0-2 now. The 0-2 home. Again, he sends it out of play.
And a nice play.
Now the 0-2 pitch. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance.
Honors those who have served, and all of our service members.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Now a swing by Walker as he powers this one high in the air out to deep left field. And this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here.
Son of a bitch!
Tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
And this guy won't lay down here because there's 2 outs and nobody on. He's putting up a good fight.
And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. Froze him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Mets go down 1-2-3, but they hold. Derek Dietrich comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at-bat could be huge if he can just get on base, because they've been held in check all game.
And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1. swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. High strikes, probably not on the docket for places he wants to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's no secret you've got to keep the ball down against a team like this. If you go up every once in a while with a fastball, you'll be fine, but you're not going to last too long if you make a habit of working up there with your secondary pitches.
The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
With Chris Coughlin, I think John Baker convinced Coughlin to put the dog suit on.
High fly ball out to deep right field. Granderson going back at the track.
Go!
Deep at the wall by Granderson, but it's out of reach. A home run.
Great sport, Chris Coughlin.
A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 7 home runs for him on the year now. As they get on the scoreboard here, it's 5-1.
Those dogs are so well trained, first of all, but they're so...
And even though this is only 1 run, this is important, not just because it gets them on the board, but also because they need something to get the dugout going a bit. Give them some life.
Dominic Brown will stand in to keep things going. And I don't know, Steve, is the comeback on?
Well, at the very least, I like that they're showing some character out there. You never want to go down without a fight, so they're going to make these final at-bats count.
Infield playing Stanton to pull with Loney way off the
Chased a bad one there, 1-1.
Yeah, and that's the right time to let it all hang out. This might be the last chance he gets.
Struck out and then bounced the
Line towards center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Fouls that one back.
Maybe the best right
Giancarlo Stanton will stand in now. He's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of the better hitters in this lineup, and that's why he's in the middle of the order. He just hasn't been able to get it going today. It happens.
On the ground to
God,
third.
no!
To Walker for 1. Back to first, and they'll take care of Stanton as well. It's a double play. Justin Bohr digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. Couldn't lay off the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
I think a lot of pitching coaches would like to see that first pitch strike ratio better than about 60%. That's what he's got going for him tonight, and he's pitched very well.
Comes back with a fastball up and away that swung on and missed. 0-2. To first. Duda's up with it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So it may be Travis d'Arnaud digs in to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning. He's set. Here it comes. Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1. They'll ride the hot hand on the mound as this man will stay out. Meanwhile here, this ball's given a pretty good ride.
Oh, fuck it. I'm done. God damn, I got nothing to do.
Home run. Travis d'Arnaud with the solo home run. Number 10 for him on the year. And it's now a 6-1 ball game. Carter Capps is on to work as he'll take over here in the 8th. Curtis Granderson will be the first one to greet him as he'll start fresh here with the bases empty following the home run. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Ready with the 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2. The ball flying around the yard in this one, as you see so far there. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. As Dribble Cabrera gets another shot, and if you remember, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1.
Shit, at this point, who hasn't hit one?
And this is fouled back and out of play. 6 runs, double the amount of hits. 1 error in the game for the Mets thus far. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. Jacob deGrom will buy himself another at-bat, and in turn he'll get himself a nice little ovation for the work he's turned in on the mound so far.
He's been great. This is an appreciative crowd. They like what they've seen, and I don't blame them.
Prado got it, and the side is retired.
That has to feel good for Derek.
Mets strike for a run. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Marcelo Zuna. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you're facing a pretty big deficit this game, so they need to start clawing their way back.
Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Thought he couldn't lay off there as he offers it a pitch in the dirt, and the count comes even now at 1-1.
Yeah, just really jumping out at that last pitch. He had him thinking fastball, maybe even slider.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th.
Yeah, another good start to an inning for him here. He's really only made one bad pitch the entire game. That was the solo home run. Other than that, you can see there, not much to speak of at all.
Here's a pop-up now. Behind the plate, but room for Darno. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Now batting,
Tomas Telis makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
Hit hard up the middle. And that gets through, so he'll have his first base hit, make him 1 for 4 in the game now. Adani Echeverria gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. From the stretch. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
First time today. A lot of the finals in baseball.
Who pulled the string and got him way out in front, a ball and a strike.
And this is exactly what he does so well. He'll make you so convinced that you're going to see a fastball, and then he's going to go the other way on you.
Oh, a reaching try as he knocks it down.
I was happy to get away from the Marlins from the Mets.
the batter, veteran Carter Cash.
Ichiro Suzuki will start to loosen up in the on-deck circle as he'll bat with 2 on and 2 out here. Towards second, and he'll put this one away. With that, the ball game is over. One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led these guys to the victory. And quite a lot of offense in this one, but if we had to highlight one,
all right, y'all. Good night. I'll holler at y'all. Thanks for watching.